Greetings, this is Karni Zor with your weekly astrological forecast and advice, needed advice for this time, because today we're going to talk about how to keep our center of gravity, how to be balanced at time of turbulence. But before that, just let me give you a word about the amazing location I am at now. So I'm in the beautiful island of Corfu here in Greece, with the vast Aegean Ocean behind me, and it's one of the places I'm looking at for another destination for my retreats. As you know, I just opened the Mithra Journeys retreats, so Corfu is definitely a good spot to take yourself or your company for a retreat, a spiritual workshop. So let's talk about the skies today and the cosmic gateways that are opening before us now. This coming month is going to be a very special time, and when I say month, I mean mid-August till mid-September, when astronomically the sign is aligned to the constellation of Leo. I'm emphasizing astronomically because it's quite different than the classical astrology that we usually know. But if you followed my new astrology and forecast, you will already know that I'm using the correct astronomical facts when I use my astrology. So each month the sign is aligned to a different constellation, and now it only starts its alignment with the constellation of Leo, which I call the realm of nobility. Realm because it's not just about the stars that you see with your eyes, it's a whole domain in the universe that can give us an opportunity for personal and spiritual growth. So the month of nobility, or the month when the sun is aligned to the sign of Leo. Oh, look at the plane here landing. There is an airport just nearby. Let's follow it. Okay. So when the sun is aligned to the constellation of Leo, or through the realm of nobility, we have an opportunity to work on our center of gravity. And in these times, this is absolutely crucial, because we are living in very turbulent times, when we are bombarded with other people's opinions, with the media, with the actual financial health problems around us. And in the midst of all that, we need to ask ourselves, how do we keep ourselves clean, balanced, focused? How do we keep our center of gravity, or maybe even how do we create a center of gravity? And this is a theme that we will follow throughout this month. So this is just a beginning with a few tips and a few good advice about how to find and maintain your center of gravity. And just to say that it's not something that will just happen. This is something that we need to work on during this month. But if we do work on this month with the enhancement of the universal powers, then we can create a huge metamorphosis in ourselves and create a change that will last for a long time. So this is why this month it's very important to work on our center of gravity, our focus, and our inner well-being, because it all starts from within. So the first notion is that it all starts from within, and we have the power to decide what we're bringing into our lives and in what kind of emphasis. So one thing is very important for you to sit down and to decide, what do you decide to give your attention to? And in that, make sure that your attention goes first to the things that you love to do, to your personal quest, to your family, to your friends. Fill your attention, put the attention to the places that you decide it should be at. And then you might find out that you just don't have room for other things. Another important thing is to surround yourself by friends and by things that keep you in balance. You decide whom do you talk to, what kind of conversations you have. You decide what you bring into the gates of your world, of your inner world. And it's utterly important to make sure that you are in contact with people who are optimistic and positive. So you are surrounded by things that enhance you, instead of surrounding yourself by listening to the news, listening to things that come out of fear or out of gossip. So you choose what you want to have in your life. Another good advice is to start your day with a morning process. So usually we start our day with the things that we just need to do in a hurry, in a rush, things left from yesterday, things that we are doing automatically. And this is not the way to start your day. As we know in astrology, every beginning of something really creates its continuance. For example, an astrological chart of a person really talks about what is possible for that person during their lives. Now, we have an extraordinary opportunity for each morning to decide what are the seeds that we are planting in that morning. And this is why it's really important to take the time of the morning, which is the beginning of the day, the birth of a new day, and to put in it things that we want to have in our lives. So these can be inner qualities that I want to work on today, like peace, calmness, happiness, joy, humor, friendship, care. And if you do that, if you sit down and tell yourself, maybe you can write it or draw it, whatever time allows, but take the time in the morning to tell yourself what you want to see, what you want to be born during this time, during this morning. So these are just small tips of how to keep the center of gravity. First of all, realizing that it's what we think of and not what really happens that creates our inner core. Second, to surround ourselves by people, things, ideas, books that really enhance the good things and allow us to be in the ecology of what we want to see in our lives. And the other thing is to really take the time in the morning to do a morning process and to tell ourselves, draw or write what we want to see during the coming day. But this is a very important subject, so we will get back to it during the coming month. Now, if you have any ideas of your own, please write it down here. How do you keep the center of gravity? And how do you keep balanced and focused during these days? In the astrological cards that I have created, the card that goes with nobility has a swan in it that stays cool, balanced, and relaxed, even when there are waterfalls and turbulence all around it. So this might be a very good clue, and this is a good month to meditate upon the card of nobility if you have my astrological cards. Please register to see these videos. If you haven't already, please share it with other people so they can also get some good idea about what is happening now, what kind of personal development and growth is possible during these years, during this month. And if you want to join me in one of these amazing, beautiful destinations, there are two opportunities now. First of all, the coming retreat is in Italy, in beautiful Tesserolo in the north of Italy. We're going to have 2.5 days about bio-organic living, and you can read more about it and you can join us. And the other retreat that we are having is the Free Yourself from Yourself retreat in Costa Rica Both retreats are led by me and amazing Gafnit Salvi. So you can find the links. I'll put them somewhere close where you can click them, read more about it, and join us in one of the most amazing destinations and workshops we have prepared for you. So have a wonderful time, and we will be in touch with more ideas about how to keep your center of gravity during these turbulent times. Goodbye.